going to be trying out these colored pencils that I got for my birthday. These are the Crayola Colors of the World color pencils, 24 pack, and you get different skin tone shades in here, an array of good different skin tones. And then I have these skin wax colored pencils. They have the light tones, a 12 pack of these, dark tones, a 12 pack of these. I mostly focused on the deeper shades because, you know, these are not the type of shades that you normally see in a pack of colored pencils. So I mostly swatched all of the deep tones in this pack right here. I swatched all of them along there from like the darkest to the lightest. And then I only swatched 2 shades from here. Cinnamon, which is this shade, and Negra, which is this shade right next to it. We're going to be doing a comparison, but for now I'm just going to draw what I came on here to draw, okay? If you watched my drawing videos before, I haven't drawn in a while, so I'll just show you guys anyway. I use different drawing pads from the Dollar Tree. This is the paint and marker pad, 24 sheets, and this is the drawing pad for most likely colored pencils and stuff. So I'm going to be using the drawing pad today. See, this is why you have to take your paper out, because a lot of times it'll transfer through. And trust me, I've done that before where it transferred through. So this is why I don't like to keep it within the pad. I like to just pull a piece of clean paper out. Madison from Myscene, Christie from Barbie, Tiana from The Princess and the Frog, and then Sasha from Bratz. So I will leave a link down to the video to how I got them to look like this, because I had to take whatever picture I found of them on Google, crop out the image, the background, and set them up on one page like this. I will leave a link down below to how I do that. Whenever I do these videos, I always use the iPad so I can see it bigger. Just to throw in a couple of facts for you guys, especially while I'm drawing Christie O'Neal, because a lot of people may not know who Christie is. Christie is Barbie's first black friend. She made her appearance in 1968, and I'll insert a little picture or video so you guys can see how her appearance has definitely changed over the years. So her real name was actually LaCrice Jackson, until Mattel decided to alter her image and gave her a friendlier name, being Christie O'Neal. And it was also said that Barbie wasn't a fan of her afro hair, so she made Christie straighten her hair, which is why you definitely seen a change of Christie over the years. Nikki, who is Christie's sister, she has a sister named Nikki, Jeanette, and Deidre O'Neal. It was also said that because of Christie and Barbie no longer being friends, or at least as close as they once were, there's a Wikipedia page of Nikki, who is Christie's sister. She has her own Wikipedia page while Christie does not. And she was one of the first Barbie dolls. She was one of Barbie's first friends, so I definitely think that she deserves her Wikipedia page. But since her and Barbie are no longer friends, they no longer have no use to have a Wikipedia page for poor Christie, or LaCrice, whatever her name was. I don't know how to pronounce it, but I'll definitely insert a little title so you guys can see how it's spelled. Also, let's move on to Miss Sasha, because Miss Sasha has had her fair share of altering images as well. So we first got introduced to the Bratz around 2001 by the company MGA Entertainment. Now, it wasn't, you know, very obvious what each individual Bratz, you know, was. Like, it's very clear to see that Chloe's blonde hair, blue eyes. So, you know, it's not exactly clear to see what each individual is except pretty much Chloe. So when you get to Sasha, there's been a lot of, you know, rumors going around that Sasha is black. But we never really knew that, because when you look at Sasha, and I'll insert some clips, especially, you know, growing up, I always seen Sasha the way she looked back then, especially around 2001. But it was put out that Sasha was black, and MGA Entertainment got a lot of backlash behind that, because what the term of it would be called is whitewashing, and that's exactly how Sasha was made to look, because of course that is some ideal beauty standard of what it takes to look a certain way. So when MGA got a hold of all of that backlash, they decided to change Sasha, and that's the reason why, compared to the Sasha that we seen back in 2001 and, you know, couple of years after, is definitely different from the Sasha that we've recently been seeing. But I don't think Walmart quite got the memo. I just recently went to Walmart and I seen that they're selling the Bratz shirt, and it is the previous Bratz that we've, you know, grown to know. It's not the newer and altered image version of the Bratz. By the way, this image, I did get this offline because I didn't take a picture of it when I went to Walmart, so credit to whoever took this picture in Walmart. I just came from Michael's and I went out and bought this Artist Loft colored pencil blender. It's a double-sided and it's supposed to be formulated to blend wax-based colored pencils, a regular point and a fine point. So I'm going to try this to blend in the colored pencils together, because you guys know that I usually use white colored pencils to blend the colors in together. And then I also picked up the General's Pastel Chalk and White. And then I also picked up a Faber-Castell white colored pencil as well. I've been wanting to try Faber-Castell, and since I'm running low on my white colored pencils, I thought I'd just pick up these two. They seem to work really good, and Faber-Castell is made in Germany and it's a very expensive colored pencil brand, so I'm gonna try to use these. I also went to pick up a white marker, but most of these companies don't sell white markers because I use a paint marker and it's so messy. So I've been looking for a regular white marker. I might have to order online because I went to Michael's, Target, Five Below, Dollar Tree, and then I was at Walmart. It has this side to it, and then it also has this side as well alongside. For Madison's hair, I used one of these colored pencils. The wax one, I used it in Choco Tone for these dark swirls that are in her hair. I wanted to see how it would come on, how it would come off on camera first. Not come off on camera, but how it would work before I actually tried it on camera. And one thing I can say about these wax colored pencils is that they definitely work really good over other colored pencils. They work really smooth compared to regular colored pencils. While it was pretty hard to find a shade that matched Tiana, I will say that using this blender did help to blend the shades together. As you guys can see, it made it so much more smoother. But the thing about using this, I was gonna redraw Tiana, but I wanted you guys to see my mistake. So with using that blender, you definitely want to make sure you have the colors down that you're going to use, because what I did was I blended it with that blender, and it's like an alcohol kind of marker, a colorless alcohol marker. And what it does is that if you try to blend over it, it will start tearing up the paper. So that's my mistake that I made, because I was gonna erase Tiana a little bit to make her a little bit lighter, because I think that the shade I used was just a little too dark because I mixed two shades. But yeah, that's my mistake that I want you guys to, that if you've never used a blender, the colorless blender like I did, just make sure that you have the shades down first before you blend it. Don't try to blend more shades on top of that, because it's not gonna work. It's gonna tear the paper up, which is what I did. It don't hurt to always show your mistakes. You don't always have to edit it out just because you want it to be perfection. It's not perfection out here. We keep mistakes in, especially when you're not a professional like me. I bought this sketch pad, this sketchbook from the Dollar Tree, 50 sheets. Really nice sketchbook by Artist Line. And they tell you how you can draw. So what I did last night was I started trying to draw Tiana over. By the way, I did this in the dark, so don't mind how this looks crazy right now. But I noticed that I was also, not only that, but making her face really skinny. Let me show you guys. Skinny legend. Even she was skinny, so I thickened her out a little bit because obviously she's a woman of color, so she's a little bit curvy. I just redrew Tiana again for the third time, and on this sketch pad, let's see. So I redrew her again, and this is how it came out. Definitely a whole lot better. As you guys can see, her face is a lot wider. I don't know, are the lights washing it out? Yeah, let me darken it up a little bit. See, I put it, I got my Billie Eilish one that I drew last year in here on top of it. And by the way, this color pencil that I'm using from Crazy Art is called Celery, which I think is perfect because Miss Tiana loves to cook, so it was perfect to grab this color pencil called Celery. I'm definitely wilding right now, putting all of these different shades on here, but this is the only way I'll be able to tell which one would best fit Tiana. But I'm gonna use the Colors of the World Crayola Very Deep Almond. Final thoughts are that these Crayola color pencils are really good, especially for the shade range and the undertones and stuff. As for the quality, they perform like any other regular color pencils. I did not see a difference, like an upgrade or anything. As for these wax color pencils, that's my first time using wax color pencils. These perform really well on top of another crayon that you already colored with. So if you're having patches, like if you guys look at my Tiana picture right now and it's like really patchy, right now I'm using the wax pencil to color over that, and you can see how much more smoother it is. Now, quality is not just about the pencils and stuff you use. You have to have a good pad, and that's something that I noticed in today's video. So, like I said, I used the drawing pad earlier, the bigger one from the Dollar Tree, which is really good. But I noticed the difference with this little sketchbook that I use. The quality did shift down, and when I tried to use the colored pencils, I felt like the paper was gonna rip. So crayons, colored pencils, paper, all of that matters. See, I don't know, should I erase that and then like put it on? Because I don't want to cover up her earrings because that looks cute. I think it looks like pretty good right here, but then I have all of that out. I could just cut that off. I'm just gonna tape it. It's like a pop-up. All right, I think that's good enough. That looks cute. It's different. It's something you don't normally see, like a pop-up type of drawing. I need to erase the rest of that. Oh wow, yeah, it fits perfect in here. So I could just keep it like this instead of, it'll be like something like, oh wow, like this was my before and this is my after. No. Okay, yeah, much better. I'm glad I can keep it like that too. Stupid, like, okay, yeah. All right, now I am officially done.